It's Tuesday night, July 28th, and instead of the whole COVID situation getting better, it's getting much worse. Much worse. Unimaginably bad for... I wouldn't say it's the worst case scenario yet for the MLB. And my shirt is going crazy here. But it's bad. It's like... It's not good. Would you not say that?
Well, let's put it this way. I expected a little shit show after the first couple of weeks, not after the first weekend.
Yeah.
I gave it about 25 games before shit hit the fan.
And it took 3.
Mm-hmm.
So,
if that.
To catch everyone up to speed that doesn't know sports, because of course you would come here if you don't know any sports. 19 Marlins have tested positive. Now this is a team that we rubbed shoulders with, literally, and touched. Is that gonna drop? No. So the Mets are up 3-0 already on the Red Sox.
The Red Sox are a mess.
Red Sox are the cure for apparently a losing streak right now.
Yep, and Eduardo Rodriguez still has heart issues with coronavirus. So
yeah, it's bad. So 19 players catch it. A lot of them are asymptomatic, but who knows what's going to happen in a couple weeks. Oh, I got to turn this volume down.
Problem is, you're going to have another outbreak or two.
Oh my gosh, it's just getting worse every day.
And the problem is, like with the Marlins, like you're already cutting off a week. I mean, you're probably you'd be best doing 2, because that's usually a safe spot when you're clear.
So I don't know what they do, right? Do they they obviously remove all of the sick players off the team, but
they were thinking about bringing in like a taxi squad, which I don't know how you even play with that.
Well, the alternative is to what? Miss 10 games? And so, 10 or 12 games. And then how does that work in the standings? They just call those postponed and then make those up with double headers?
And make them up with double headers. That's probably what it's going to be, which it's going to be brutal for like the teams.
I want to know what the MLB's contingency plan was, which is, did Rob Manfred just say, hey, look, if a team goes down, we just delete them. That's it.
Pretty much. It's like, yeah, who gives a fuck about the Marlins? Whatever.
Yeah.
And if it were the Yankees or Red Sox, they'd be panicking.
The shitty part is the Marlins are off to a great start. Miggy Rowe is tearing the ball up.
Yeah, 2-1. They crushed Philly.
Yeah.
And everyone was worried about Philly getting it. I mean, they still might get it.
Miguel Rojas is batting like 700 on the season.
Nice.
I wonder what qualifies for the batting title this year. Like 40 games with at least one plate appearance?
35-40.
I mean, are they going to give away gold gloves and silver bats for this
Probably.
season?
I can see it.
I don't know. They got those contracts and bonuses, right? It's just crazy to me that this team now has over half the What they should do is quarantine them, let them come back, and now half the team has already had it. So as long as they keep the other half safe, obviously half this might be a nice microcosm of herd immunity, right? As long as nobody dies.
Maybe. Apparently, it lasts only for a few months. The antibodies, I mean.
It's just,
might be enough to last the season.
2 coaches got it. They must. The thing is, and my wife and I have been watching the games because, I've been making my wife watch the games, and she's like, everyone's gonna get corona because they're touching each other, they're hugging, they're visiting
and
at the mound.
baseball is at least something where you can get some like social distance, like a game like hockey and basketball. Good luck.
Right. The outfielders are 60 feet apart. Like they shouldn't. The only people that need to do anything or touch the ball regularly are the middle infielders, right?
And the pitchers.
Just don't spit on your hand and grab your nuts every inning. You should be fine.
Well, I see still people doing like high fives and elbows in the locker room and post game. It's like,
hugging. Like, I mean, I get it. These guys are close. They're buddies. You want to be close with your boys, but clearly nobody's giving a shit about the social distancing at all. None.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why a team has 19 positive cases. I don't know. I think what happens is the Marlins just get put to the side. I think the Phillies go through their testing and remove anyone that possibly has it, and the Yankees get back. I think everybody else but the Marlins get back to work, and maybe the Marlins miss 10 days or whatever, 7 days while they get a taxi squad together. But this season clearly is going on. If one team has more than, okay, so they're carrying 30 players now, and 19 of those had the Rones.
Mm-hmm.
This season is going on.
And it only takes one. You have one slip up, spreads everywhere.
Yep.
As I said, I liken it to like a MRSA infestation. I mean, not as bad as MRSA, but like still, if it gets somewhere, it's hard as hell to eradicate.
Yeah, it only takes one nut, and your girlfriend's pregnant, and then your whole you'll be fine, you'll be alive, but your whole life will be different from then on. That's how it works. I don't know. I want to know what Manfred's contingency is. I would love to read that document where they just say, yeah, we'll take a 5-day break. You know, if a whole bunch of people have Rones, we'll have an open tryout maybe at Marlins Park. And I'm sure people from Florida will want to be replacement players. You know, some guy in Nebraska will want to play baseball.
Have you ever considered doing it for baseball?
What?
43-year-old bald man, 5 points Vids.
I will say this. Oh, did he make that catch? What a catch by Conforto. I went and hit in the cage, and I hit 70. Like, I hit 55, like, really well. Then I went up to 70, and it was coming in fast.
It's timing, man.
The hand-eye isn't what it used to be. Now, I need to practice, and
you can readjust to that, though. Like, I mean, it needs time, but you could probably do it.
I got jammed a couple times pretty bad, and it kind of stung my fingers. So I was like, oh, shit. It hurts. It hurts. But I'm thinking about joining an adult league. And I know guys, even in the over 35 league, some guys throw 70, 80. That's not a... Not
bad, though.
Yeah, some guys throw... So sometimes there's ex-major leaguers in those leagues.
Oh yeah, I mean in Virginia, I can see maybe a guy or two, probably a little cup of coffee in the show or the minor leagues.
Yep, and the Mets are going to get out of it. All right, so that's part one. Is the Marlins just? I think though after these players clear and they come back, as long as no one dies, they're good for the rest of the year.
But what if someone dies or gets really sick? What do you do then? I think everyone panics after that.
Oh God, I think if someone dies or gets critically ill and cannot come back,
they might just cancel the season.
They'll cancel the season.
They'll be like, "Oh shit,
they'll cancel everything." That'll cause another shutdown, like in Florida. Luckily, though, the odds have been way in their favor.
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I'm more worried about the coaches, umpires, and managers.
Yeah, unless it's Angel Hernandez. Did I say that out loud?
No. Angel Hernandez will be fine. He misses everything.
That's right. He can't catch a thing. All right. Part 2 is Bill Belichick has convinced 6 of his players to opt out.
I mean, like a bunch of players are opting out. Apparently, there's like more coming.
This is the wildest conspiracy theory that Bill Belichick is sitting down with his players, good ones too, and saying, well, I think that, you know, in order for us to get Trevor Lawrence, maybe you should sit out on the season. And that's what people believe are really happening.
No, like right? Dante Hightower, I think, just had a kid. Patrick Chung, I think, has like ill family.
Patrick Chung is all these players are getting old too. Like they've made a ton of money. They have the luxury of being able to do this. And there's nothing wrong with them opting out. And Bill Belichick would want to figure out how to win with 8 players on the field. He's not going to tank a season for some chick named Trevor Lawrence. Now, he doesn't have to accomplish anything. And it's not a terrible thing if they do lose and get a high draft round pick, but you don't need to tank all the way, right? Through his system alone is going to get them 6 wins. So
Well,
they're
Cam
not
Newton, if he even performs anywhere near his ability, they should be okay.
right. They are not going to be the worst team in the NFL next year. Do not old takes
They'll probably be a
expose.
team nobody expects.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that going to get off the wall? No, it's too weak. All right. Anyways, all right. So Bill Belichick, they're not tanking, okay? They're not tanking, and this is not a conspiracy, and it's just insane to think that someone. The one thing that he's getting, though, I think that he's gotten out in front of is he's probably addressed his players and said, look, if you're going to opt out, if you're having any doubts, now is the time so that we as an organization can prepare for you not being there. That's what he's doing. He's not telling anyone not to. Who would not want Dante Hightower on their team this year? Okay? Or Patrick Chung. So, anyways, let's put that to bed. Last part before we get into everyone's snapper chatters is the NHL. And yeah, we could make predictions, but I don't think we should do a bracket or fill out any predictions until the first round is clear. Like it's impossible to predict these matchups right now. You have no idea what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the same way. Like, there's no way. I mean, all momentum and trends are shot.
Yeah. Yeah. You see here in the baseball season, in a 60-game season, how strong everybody came back in the next 2 games after dropping the first game, right? Like, everyone wanted to get – I've never seen it where in the first 3 games, there was no winless teams and there was no undefeated teams. Like, I've never seen that happen. Usually some team gets out to a 4-0 start, but you're seeing how desperate these teams are. There's going to be some desperate teams in that first round for sure. Maybe a couple teams will get swept, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you're going to get more injuries probably.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially look at baseball. You've gotten a lot of pitchers get injured. Verlander, Corey Kluber, Fultonevich got pelted again and got waived. Miles Michaelis is out for the year now.
I can't believe Fultonevich is a guy that – was he an all-star last year?
Game 5 broke him. Yeah, I think 2018 he was. Like, he started Game 5 last year. He got shelled, and I don't feel like he ever recovered from it.
Yeah, he's a guy that they're so high on, and then all of a sudden he's getting DFA'd, like,
DFA'd before the game finished.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently he looks, like, really gaunt, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, his velocity down, his weight's down. It's like...
Is he turning into Rick Ankiel, just a mental mush out there on the mound? It can happen, man. I've gotten the yips before, Sometimes you just can't power through. Like maybe something in that incest porn throws you off, and you're just like, I don't know if I can finish. This scenario hits too close to home.
Sorry, I don't feel like fucking my stepmother today. Thank you very much.
Right. Stop mentioning my dad in the porn. Like,
yeah,
stop.
That's like weird.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
And that's the most popular thing out there now. It's like, okay,
right. It's like, I don't want to think about my dad right now. That's about the last thing.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when I'm trying to fuck a girl.
But guys, if we have an erection, we'll be like, as soon as I come, we're gonna address this. Okay. As soon as I nut, we'll talk about this. But I've got about 5 more pumps left in me. Okay. So the NBA is also restarting, and they've had some exhibitions, but when that starts in August too. So this is gonna be maybe the greatest month of sports, provided hopefully no one dies.
Everything is okay.
Right, of China AIDS. So hopefully.
Yep, or other natural disasters. Apparently there's a hurricane that might be coming through Florida.
Yep. And there's it's great times and it's rough times, man. Don't you feel depressed though? Like, don't you get up every day and you're like, another day.
I mean, it all blends into each other nowadays. I mean, at least there's something to watch on TV. And I have something to do, like, sports-wise, instead of, like, trying to reach for shit.
I feel like I'm making money I can't spend, and I feel like I need a vacation, like, really bad, and I can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere on vacation.
I can't go anywhere. Like, you got to be a billionaire to go to the Bahamas. Like, they have, like, a select... these islands have like a select group that they'll admit, and it's like only billionaires and rich people. So, and we are not those people. We have to suck dick just to get, a couple
Just get
checks.
like a trip to a hotel.
We have to read super chats like
Yes,
like the monkeys we are.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, go ahead. Why don't you start tonight?
I will do. Let's go Tucker White 94. Has any team or teams with gobs of high-end talent been a bigger disappointment in the 2010s than the Thunder and the Steelers? I'd say so. Rockets, Dodgers.
Rockets for sure. Dodgers
Lightning.
were the Yankees were a $1 billion failure.
Yankees. Yep, they never made it.
Yeah. I mean, the Thunder pretty bad though. The Thunder should have at least
I'd say
made
the
a
Lakers.
finals.
The Lakers win in 2010? I want to say they did. But for the rest of the decade, they were pretty bad.
No, 2009, I want to say, was the last Lakers title. Hold on, let's look it up.
That was either 09 or 10. So I know they beat the Celtics the year after the Celtics won.
It was like Kobe's last 2010. So they did win one in 2010.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, because with Pau Gasol, and that was Kobe's fifth. And that was the last one, 29 and 2010. Yeah, so does 2010 count as the 2010s?
Yeah, I'd say so. 2010 to 2019.
Yeah. Or is it? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because that's 10 years, I guess. Keep her going.
Let's keep on going here. Jared Froman for 5. 19 Marlins with COVID. I think it's clear that there shouldn't be sports right now in the U.S.
No, they're going to power through. They're just going to plow through.
They'll bull rush through it.
Yep.
I mean, that's the same thing that the NFL's doing. Like, they're going to bull rush.
Yep.
It's just like, look, we already spent all this time trying to get back. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I mean, nobody, in fact, the Marlins.
Yeah, just to hear, drink some NyQuil like Freddie Freeman, say a prayer, and hopefully you wake up tomorrow. That's crazy that Freddie Freeman had 104 fever and all he took was NyQuil. Like, fuck.
Jeez. I mean, that could take you to the hospital sometimes.
Right. And they're saying hydroxychloroquine is not an effective treatment now. And I'm like, oh.
Like, apparently, like, they were saying, okay, it does work, it doesn't work. It does work, it doesn't work. Make your mind.
I think crying in a corner is what
and then everyone's talking about remdesivir. But what if they say, oh, remdesivir doesn't work now?
I'm impressed you said that right. I don't think I said hydroxychloroquine right.
You were close. I think it's hydroxychloroquine, but...
Chloroquine.
What you're seeing is the scientific process being covered by the media in real time. So much that you never see of the scientific process of trial, error, retry, all of that. What we're having is, it's just like when War got published for the first time on live television,
People are shocked.
People are impatient.
Right. They're like, oh my gosh, that guy actually died. And you're like, what did you think this
We
was?
have guns and tanks and shit for a reason. Well, It's just the same with this. We have many different research teams across the globe for a reason.
Yeah. A lot of them biased.
Yeah.
All right. Where were you?
Yep, I was on Jared Froman, but I'll keep on going here. Let's go for another Jared Froman. During such a time that we're in, functioning sports are a reward for containing the virus. We haven't contained the virus whatsoever.
We haven't done shit. We have not.
Everything's
done...
rising. The deaths, the cases. It's probably higher than it already is.
Yeah.
Yet, apparently, athletes and every league can get daily tests and results the next day, while average fucks like us have to wait in a car for 18 hours and then randomly get tested by a nurse who's probably burned the fuck out, and then maybe get our test results in a week, maybe 2.
That's America for you, because we all have our own thoughts. None of us can agree on anything. In Korea, they oh shit, Dodge. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Dodge, what did Dodge do now? Is she throwing our money that we gave her back at us?
She's giving
come
us.
on.
She's giving us the bits that we gave her
Boo.
right back.
Come on, we wanted a leaderboard.
I know. And
the only real winners here are Twitch and YouTube because they're getting the.
Is that 6,500 bits? Is that what that would be in
I think,
Twitch
yeah.
land?
Yeah.
I'll read it. Shooting stars on my island tonight. Any of you Peanut Gallery play Animal Crossing? I can send you the Dodo code. Also, petition to call the Miami MLB team the Plague Rats for the rest of the season. Yeah. I do not play Animal Crossing because the boy, I bought the kids a Switch, and you can only one person can play the crossing of the animals. So I cannot cross animals.
Can you cross streams though?
You don't want to cross the streams. Especially if you're in one urinal on one side and the guy next to you is there, you don't want to cross the streams.
Takes one to know one, man.
I think that's shitty that you can't play on more than. So I would have to buy my own Switch.
A separate Switch. That is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Because like even the older games had like different save files.
Yeah. Like you can do that on Xbox. You can have your own whole different profiles and shit, but not on a Switch. Not on a Switch. Jared Froman. Oh, you read this one again.
Yep, one more Jared Froman here. Some areas are doing better than others, but places like Florida, Georgia, Arizona, Texas, and California are being throttled by COVID right now. Damn politics. Can't we just work together? Inevitability, it's going to hit everywhere. I mean, most places are just getting their first wave to begin with. New York and New England area, they got crushed early, and now it's starting with the South and Southwest.
Absent of a vaccine, this is going to happen because we are the most selfish.
We don't have discipline.
Stupid opinions.
Yeah, because remember, we're back in June where we're just saying, like, fuck it, if I get Rona, I get Rona. People are tired. They were told 2 weeks, and now we're on, like, 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, and it's getting worse.
If you told everybody it was going to be like, oh, this is going to be like 6 to 18 months, like, we go, fuck you. I'm living my life.
I don't get how the problem has gotten worse, not better. Oh, jeez. That was a terrible play. Sorry. I get distracted by games.
Oh, I'm seeing it too. Like, bases are loaded for the Pirates.
Yep, but then
we'll get a lead that will blow in the ninth.
But then you got states like Nebraska that have to shut down when there's literally nothing. There's like,
well, the problem is, like, with most states, they treat it as one size fits all. Like the boonies of like northern Pennsylvania, where there's absolutely like no cases. I think there's like 5 and 7 in 2 counties are being treated the same as Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. That's why people are pissed.
Absurd.
It's like, wait, why are we being shut down? Why are you closing everything here when, like, your problem's in Philly and Pittsburgh?
Maybe it's because they don't want the people from Philly and Pittsburgh to come out there expecting a
you travel 4 hours to northern Pennsylvania from Philly or Pittsburgh?
Yeah, why would you do that? For a sandwich? Exactly. Steve
to go tree spelunking.
Hey, I've gone tree spelunking before. Canada last year.
Nah, that's
playing Cave Explorer. That's right. My wife said that I'm too loud, that she can hear me when I'm talking, and she can hear.
Does she bang a broom like in the walls? Like, shut up!
I need soundproof foam, but I'm just like, I just haven't got it.
The problem is my soundproof foam now, it won't stay up on the walls. I've tried adhesive, I've tried tape. It literally will not stay up anymore in like areas, and it's frustrating.
Have you tried jizz?
I may have to try that soon at this point.
Little wall stick on there.
Adhesive looks like jizz after a while.
The 2-sided tape, the command stuff. All right, Steve X Clacks. For 5, the Marlins have never lost a postseason series. They must be trying to keep this up. Well, they're losing to COVID right now.
Oh, they're getting eliminated hard. They might be eliminated before the season even ends.
I think it's very realistic. That
and then if you make the joke, it's like, oh, the Marlins were eliminated. Right about at the time they'd be eliminated either way.
I think if there's some scenario where the remaining 11 players or staff get the COVID, that the Marlins are told not to come back.
They're told, delete your franchise until next year. Get out. And then they just forfeit all their games, either as like, random ties or just victories
they're just eliminated
and
from the schedule.
And it just fucks up the AL East and NL East.
It's crazy because none of the Marlins would like shake our hands. Like I've elbowed.
Well, they did like
Yamamoto. I did shake Lewis Brinson's hand and Sterling Sharp's.
You've ruined everything.
I might have hugged Sterling Sharp.
What the fuck? This is your fault. This is
just,
our fault.
He was such a nice dude. I was just like, this dude is so cool. Sandy, dude, you can tell though, like culturally when we got to hang out with the Marlins, those guys love each other, right? Like those guys have fun. They hang out with each other. They're good friends. Like I think that, oh, damn it. Anyways, I can tell with that group that they're boys, you know, and they're not gonna back off of that. But maybe now that they realize the consequence of their actions. Oh boy, Peterson's trying to give up, blow this 3-run lead. Jared,
Shocking.
Aaron Sherwood, maker of Sherwood Sticks. What are your thoughts about the Seattle Kraken? Personally, I'm iffy on the name, but the logo and jerseys look nice. It's better. It's better than like Seattle Dock Workers or some shit, right?
I don't like the Kraken. Just seems like it's trying too hard to me. You know, like those old like ECHL names back in the early 2000s where they have like an X at the end. They wanted to be edgy as hell. That's what this feels like.
You think so?
I do like the jerseys though. They're clean.
The jerseys are clean, especially the color fit. It's like the Marlins logo behind me, just a little darker red. Like it's some drip off of those Seattle uniforms. The problem is yeah, it does seem like they're trying to be a little edgelords. You know, like they're like, hey, we're the Kraken. come.
Although I didn't like Vegas Golden Knights because I felt like it was just too cheesy, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, how are they gonna stop a group of Kraken fans calling themselves the Crackheads, or you know the people naming a section the Crack House? Like, there's gonna be some negative connotation. That ball is foul. Thank God.
No, it would be environmentally efficient Crack House.
At least it's not like the Seattle Chaz or something, you know. That city is turning to shit so fast.
Seattle and Portland.
Yep.
It's a shame. I wanted to visit Portland, but now it's like,
oh my gosh, the strippers in Portland. Oh my God, why are there so many?
The Portland news is overblown.
You have to be careful.
About 5 square blocks.
Yeah, that's true, but dude, the girls. Like, why are there so many good-looking women in the Pacific Northwest? It makes no sense. I don't.
The spoiler is you probably weren't with a woman.
I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, she was probably convincing. So,
Jared Froman, every day that COVID isn't gone, I die a bit inside. Every day with hyper-partisan politicians, I die a bit inside. I'm dying inside. I'm dead inside. Dude, I've had so many friends just having mental breakdowns now and just having a tough time adjusting. You know, people that need structure in their lives, not being able to go into work and just having a rough time. Like, it's been
rough.
It's been taxing mentally. I mean, I've been taxed. Luckily I haven't broken, but it's been tough.
I mean, it has. I mean, fortunately, it's been okay because like we're able to still at least do shit. But it's been affecting both of us. I mean, like I wasn't able to see my girlfriend for 2 months. I wasn't able to like do anything. I'm still not really able to do anything. My body's kind of falling apart, even though it probably was already falling apart, but it's gotten worse now.
Right.
Like there's a lot of stuff I can't do because of COVID regulations, and it's annoying, but
I miss hating being in a bar, right?
Yes. I mean, like, I want to be cramped in a bar again. I want to be at an arena.
Right.
I should be going to baseball games right now.
I was watching Made the Cut. He did like a super, he put together one of those, it's Hall of Famers throwing out the first pitch. You know, like Nolan Ryan throws it like 85 miles an hour. And those guys are hugging and they're like, they're being cool with each, you know what I mean? Like, I miss that so much, man. Like, you need to be around people.
I've been doing research for a certain video that I'm going to be making soon. All I see are like live crowds and people like going crazy. And it's like, oh, I miss that.
What is it? The Hater's Guide to Bukkake?
Nah, it's a couple other things, but
okay.
The Hater's Guide to Your Bald Head.
That would be a very shiny and short video.
Yes.
El Chris. Hey guys, thanks for letting me on last week. It was a great time. Will the Marlins be used as a cautionary tale on how sports and life should proceed? Well, okay, look on the bright side. Okay, if the Marlins do clear the 19 cases without anyone being seriously hurt. It'll probably lend credence to the whole, you know, oh, why did he leave the base? He didn't need to do that. What a dumbass. He was already
A tooth plant.
yeah. What a stupid idiot. Sorry, I'm watching this Mets game. He was already he didn't have to go anywhere. They already had the force out at second. What a fucking dumbass.
It
Sorry.
is what it is. But I mean, like, I'm watching this Pirates Brewers game. They already pulled the starting pitcher. He's probably injured.
Oh, fuck.
It's the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs with a 1-2 pitch count. So it's an injury.
The Red Sox had bases loaded, no outs, and one guy struck out on a 3-2 slider and then they just hit it into a double play where they got the force out at second, and the runner on second did not need to leave the bag, and he left it anyways.
Well, that's what happens when you fire your manager and bring in
replay.
some random puppet.
Oh, he caught it in the air. Yeah, and the runner just left for no reason. He didn't need to leave. And I guess the run does not count in that scenario. That was weird. Holy shit. What the fuck just happened? I'm still confused. Anyways. Joey Overstreet, who celebrated his birthday recently. Oh, thanks, by the way, Chris, for coming on, and happy 100th birthday to your abuela, who turned 100.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yep. Joey Overstreet, let's go hockey is back. Let's go Avs. Let's go Avs. My Stanley Cup finale prediction is Avalanche and Flyers. I love the way he spelled Flyers. Avs in 6. That's my prediction. Avs in 6. Well, it all depends on Nate McKinnon, whether he's going to be the stud that he is.
I think so.
He is a goddamn stud. They got rid of Duchesne as his line mate or whatever, his backup, and then he just blossoms. He's like, yeah, I don't need y'all. I'm fucking Nate McKinnon. I'm just a badass motherfucker. That's right. All right, you start reading.
Yes, sir. Dawson Wright, good chalk with Go Pens. I agree with that completely. Fuck yes. Let's go Beast of Metal 1989 for 5. Down on our knees, we bowed to hatred. Down on our knees, we fade away. We tried and failed. Now Rome burns again. Unearth, March of the Mutes. Sounds about right. Power. Sean Pinkerton, 569. Nice. With COVID seemingly being the iceberg to MLB's Titanic, will any of the majors finish 2020 with a trophy presentation? I say NHL is the best shot. I know women's soccer, I think, did.
I think the NHL has the best shot, honestly, because they're in Canada. There's no strict
MLS, I think, is doing like all right after a bit of a hiccup in the beginning.
Like, what are they going to do in Edmonton? Sneak out and go steal a barrel of crude oil and bring it back to the hotel?
They're going to bring on some Edmonton groupies.
Right. Oh, yeah, look what I scored here, eh? A fucking barrel of crude oil.
Now, that's Calgary. That's more the oil.
No, Edmonton has oil. They're called the Oilers.
Like,
anything in
hey, Ozer, I'm going to go to the abandoned mall.
Yeah, I'm going to go steal me some maple syrup, eh? Give your balls a tug.
I need cartons of milk. I don't like this bagged milk, eh?
I feel like the NBA, though, I think every league is going to be a lot like the MLB in the fact that they're just going to be like, fuck it. We're going to go on. Y'all can have your Trump rallies and protests. We're going to have baseball. So...
and let's hope to God nobody sneaks out to go to a strip club, which they probably will.
Get chicken wings,
chicken wings, or have a good time.
What I was doing the Roman salute. I was just putting my hand up, beastie, like just kind of in the air.
I thought you were doing like the fist in the air, like
the Black Olympics. Power.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's right. Represent. All right.
Official Gus Ricklin for 5. Can you feel the pain I feel? I've lost all sense of what is real. I'm lost in a world I detest. Terminal spirit disease at the gates. Man, we got a beast of metal.
Yeah, we've hit Beast of Metal's metalness has spread to other.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
the run did count for Boston, so they scored that run. Because it wasn't a force out to end the inning. That's why. Makes sense. Yeah, I was surprised. Can you feel the pain I feel?
Jeez.
Because baseball is going to be gone. All right. Reed Mackay. Mackay Wilson.
Let's go
he
with
was in that.
Mackay Wilson.
Is that the VCU or a Buffalo Sabres logo? I think it's a Buffalo something or other.
Yeah, that looks like sure. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't think it's either.
Yeah.
Might be a Colorado State Rams logo.
Maybe.
No, that's the green.
Mackay VCU. Oh, hey. My
It is
alma
VCU.
mater.
Oh,
My alma
should have
mater.
known that better than me,
Yep.
man. Come
Bruh.
on.
Have I run into Mackay Wilson like somewhere? Maybe at the hobby store. That's what I thought. I guessed right. I said VCU first. Oh, look, Dawson Wright's in here, everybody.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Ooh, I
Said
did not
go
see
Pens.
that. I didn't know that Dawson was here. What's up, Dawson? Dawson has a newscaster quality voice. He was on my most cheatingest video, and he did a great job on the. I thought an actual news reporter was doing the section that he got, but if a team gets COVID during the playoffs, expanded playoffs, COVID be damned. Truly, we're going on. By then, everyone will have had it. So, I mean,
And then pray for herd immunity. Or they'll be the first to get a vaccine.
Did you read that, Mackay Wilson, completely, or did I cut
did not.
you off? Okay,
Baseball in Miami gone. Can't have shit in Miami. Also, how long do you think it will be before another college football game releases? It's probably going to be a while.
I think maybe the players, because they're allowed to make money off of their likeness, maybe the players come out with a player-sponsored game. That would be an ironic.
Maybe. How do you distribute the money?
Unevenly. You just write checks. What do you?
It's like here's $50. Go buy yourself some lunch.
Yeah. These are not improper benefits now under the new legislation. All right.
Let's go Jared Froman for 5. Marlins, 19 positive COVID cases. All other MLB teams, 0 COVID cases in the last 36 hours. What does that say about Florida? Ron DeSantis just leave. Let me correct that for you. The Braves had some COVID cases.
Yes, they did.
And the rumor at how they started was that the Marlins were out partying in Atlanta. They went to a strip club and a couple bars, and that's how they got it.
Those are unsubstantiated rumors.
Yeah, but I mean, it probably is leaped in some truth.
It's plausible, yes, but unsubstantiated. Juan Soto is recovering from COVID.
Yeah, he's finally
I just don't think it's like you can just say unfairly that it's maybe 19 fucking players. Or these guys making a naked butt.
Probably, as I said, all it takes is one. And once one has it, it spreads asymptomatically. And that's how you get 19 cases.
COVID is the silent killer, man. It preys.
And then Philly probably has it, like somebody has it there, and it'll probably spread even though they say they have 0 cases. It takes a while to seep up.
What a fucking slider right there. Sorry, by Bryce. Holy shit.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyways, Beast of Metal 1989 how do I say that? Miami. Oh, he's saying it's phonetically. Being the first team pulled off of the MLB tour was probably as inevitable as Northam talking to Hampton Roads like a parent disciplining an idiot 7-year-old right after we acted like idiot 7-year-olds. Yep. It's yeah. Virginia is luckily COVID hasn't been as bad here in Virginia. We had a lockdown early.
It crept up a little bit in Pittsburgh. Like it was okay in the beginning, but now it's like, yeah, they're shutting everything down again.
It's just it's Florida, Texas, New York, California that are just they cannot social.
Yeah, it's all the big states.
Yeah. They can't because of geography, proximity. I mean, you got a homeless population in California that obviously they don't even they like even if you told them, "Hey, don't eat this powdery substance, you'll die. And
They'll still do it.
Yeah, they'll just
Because they think it's like
right.
another substance.
And then an aid worker goes and helps somebody, or you just walk down, or they walk into a grocery store or something, and they're grabbing stuff because no one wants to be the bad guy and tell some stinky homeless person not to come into their store. And then he touches everything, and then it breathes on everything, and there's just COVID all over that shit. And then you put that preparation H in with the suppository, and you have COVID directly in your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Directly.
Now it's head on. Apply COVID directly to the forehead.
Or the buttocks. All right, Alex Moreno, I hope you guys enjoy the song. Cheers, my dudes. All right, are you ready for a tree thing? Because Alex did
yes. I've heard it before. I mean, you can hear just how I've heard it.
Oh, you've already heard it. Okay, let me find it.
I won't spoil it.
All right, let me check my DMs. Oh, here it is. Ready? All right, everybody. You be quiet and just listen, okay? It's only 1:23, too. Hold on. Wait, I need to download it.
You download it. All right.
So that I can adjust the volume. Okay, yeah.
Jacob Tobin for 2. GTA 4, GTA 5.
GTA 5 all the way, buddy.
Yeah. Doesn't sound too
5
bad.
is amazing. Like sometimes
4 is really good.
Sometimes I'll just go into GTA 5 and just dick around for like 30 minutes because
Nico, my cousin, let's go bowling.
All right, hold on. Let me open this. Okay, let me turn up the volume. Ready? Okay, ready? So say nothing. All right, I'm playing it now. One, 2, 3 into the 4. Bald body man and senior tree at the door. Shitting on his Steelers because we know they suck. Now I'm watching Rob Manfred out there fucking shit up.
Give me the mic next with the baldy sheen like a bubble. Monetization here from Raycon, now you know we're in trouble. Ain't nothing but a tree thing, baby. The shine on him is dome is so crazy. ExpressVPN is what pays me.
But yeah, back to the Yinzer at hand. His failures is so common, yet we don't understand. From that Yinzer's perspective, before he does a new video sponsored by a contraceptive.
Hey, you never know yet, I'm still growing my hair. But at the same time, I'm probably too busy to care.
Now you know I'm just always better than that shit, Mr. Leader of Men. Ain't no more cases in Pittsburgh of Corona than Yen.
Oh, yeah? But you got more fucking vids on Stadium than I could ever want inside my cranium.
Why don't you do it if it ain't so hard?
Oh, yeah?
I'll use my credit card.
It's like this,
It's
and
like this
that,
and like that, like this,
and
and
like that, and like this, and like
this, and like that, and it's like this, and who gives a fuck about it? So just chill till the next
dumpster fire.
It is so fitting of the dumpster fire, though.
You can hear how little we give a fuck in the lyrics. It's so hilarious. So much effort for two guys who are just like,
How'd you like it? How'd you like it?
It was
That was
brilliant.
magic.
Oh my gosh, Alex, our sound engineer.
Thank you. I'm your Joaquin.
Yes, you're our Joaquin. You're the Joaquin to the dumpster fire. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was hilarious, dude.
Uh,
We don't
I hope
got
you
the
like that one.
feeling. Black
You
Flags
know what
Matter,
the
I
next
see
one's
you.
Gonna be?
By the
next
way.
one's gonna be like next one's gonna be like a straight out of Compton parody. I think I'm gonna have to like borrow more people for it though.
You want to do CB4? Straight out of Low Cash.
Ooh, we're ready. Why don't we do? I'm trying to think. Would be a good.
Rapping
we should do
is...
like
Oh, go ahead. Rapping is something that people think that they can do until they try it, and then they're just terrible at it. Just kind of like
made you guys
YouTube.
sound pretty good with it.
What's that?
I could make you guys sound pretty good with it. You aren't the worst.
we're just talking. That's all. We're just talking into a microphone, and you made it magic.
I know. Let's do click click boom. Let's do like click click boom.
You want to do PODs, click click boom? What would that be though? What would the
Oh,
parody be?
That's saliva. That's the click
Shit,
click
shit.
boom.
Oh yeah, you're right. Click click boom. I went to town on the ferry-o. Ferry-o. Click
Wait.
click boom.
I know. Why don't we do like one step closer, or better yet, why don't we do last resort?
It's got to have something to do with the show though. Like you can't just pick the
does.
song and force it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I
we
gotta
should do
find
an
a way
Old
to, like,
Town
rewrite it
Road.
into it, yeah.
Uh-huh.
We could maybe.
Uh-huh.
Better yet. Man, it'll come to me later.
All right. Can't COVID tell me nothing. Got COVID and I'm still playing baseball. All right. Jacob Tobin. Oh, he read that already. You read the GTA 4 or
Yep.
GTA 5. Sorry. Ian Dalius. Cut Miami off of the tip of Florida. Protect the Rays. The Rays are playing good baseball.
Cut off all of Florida. Cut off all of Florida.
Just cut it off like the penis of America.
And then cut off all of California, too.
Yep.
Actually, cut off all the Pacific Northwest.
California will just float away eventually on its own. So we don't need to work.
I
Ooh,
just
Blink
cut off,
182 cover.
182, damn.
Oh, yes.
Long time.
Maybe Flagpole Sitta from Harvey Danger. Been around the world and found that only stupid people are spreading corona. Still better than Le'Veon. Thank you, Dawson. I know. Le'Veon Bell's raps. Jared the Cat 88, my roommate.
Well, it's better than Antonio Brown, I guess.
I'm impressed that Jared the Cat can type so well, considering he's a cat. My roommate, who doesn't even follow sports at all, said, of course, it would have been a team from Florida. Yeah, duh. Donkey Kong took his money back. That's what we call not cool. Because that happened at 8:05 and it took us 40 minutes to read. Don't you know this? Don't you know this show, Donkey? It takes us hours to get to everybody. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
This. Beast of Metal 1989, and now a tribute to Mike Fultonebich. The great failure of the SunTrust massacre, now demoted for his tactical incompetence. What is it? Mark Faulty Wiring is what they call him. But I like Faulty Nebbage. All right. You read The Simpsons since 90.
Simpsons since 90. Just when the Marlins were getting good. Wham! Corona Chan pays a visit. This is why the Marlins can't have nice things. Oh, and the Orioles are 2-1. Tree's videos about the O's are in trouble. Not really.
Didn't the O's make it to 4-1 last year before they?
Yeah, something like that. And then they fell apart.
Yeah. So they got.
Yeah, they were also playing the Red Sox, and the Red Sox have no pitching right now.
Red Sox are losing to the Mets again. So hopefully the Mets can get some more runs here. Hopefully. All right, read
Dollar 87 for 850. Week 19 of the damn it. It scrolled on me again. I fucking hate this thing. Let's keep going.
No, you read The Simpsons since 90.
Yeah. Oh, Simpsons since 90 for $4.99.
He has a Tecmo Bowl file.
Tecmo Bowl. Sorry. I messed up that one. My bad. All of the excitement of Madden 93 with all the 2019 rosters.
Ooh.
On the Genesis. Not bad.
Here, I'll post that link again.
I'll have to
for
look that up.
everyone, If you
And
wanna
now,
check it out.
Dame 87 for
You can
850.
download the rosters. Cool.
Week 19 of the pandemic. Marlins got COVID, 3 MLB games canceled, and the NFL still has no bubble site to play in. How can we have football in the fall?
So that kind of sucks for the Phillies, right? Like they didn't do anything except for they've done all the social. It's like going to the grocery store and getting.
Yeah, they just get it out of accident.
Yeah, it's getting COVID.
That's like, oh, they just had it out of just like, oh, all of my players have COVID. Whoops.
Yeah, it's like getting COVID from the preparation H that you bought. You had no idea that it was in there when you stuck it in your bum. Stuck it in the bum. Come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for COVID. All right, Beast of Metal, suck on it, NHL. Sherry scored the first goal of hockey's return. Who cares if they botched the rest of the game and made Brown crease Brian Elliott look competent? Weeps quietly in the corner. Didn't you tell me that Malkin had like a horrible
Malkin
giveaway?
had a brutal giveaway. Like, he just handed it to Kevin Hayes in front of the net. I'm like, really? What the fuck?
Oh, so it wasn't like one at the top of the slot and the guy just takes it down. It was one where he was in front of his own net.
It was like at the end, and he literally threw it in front of his own net, thinking one of his guys was there. Kevin Hayes was there. He jukes the goalie and scores.
Wow.
Like, it's bad.
Well, at least it was an exhibition game, not a playoff game against the Canadians.
I'm waiting for a Jack Johnson fuck up.
Ooh. That could be rough. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I'm posting the.
You're doing an NHL haters guide?
Oh yeah, I'm working on it.
My
now.
video's scheduled. It's going live in 10 minutes.
Ooh, very nice. That is the Malkin giveaway.
Oh,
It's bad.
let me watch that real quick while you read Jerome Giorlando from Giorlando,
What
Florida.
did Manfred and the MLB expect? What a dumpster fire of a season already. So I said, I'm impressed it only took a weekend for this shit to break out.
Wow, I just watched that. Hayes was so open in front of the net. He had
Yes,
time to
exactly.
order a Coke and a
I guess a
shake.
horrible giveaway.
Right. His Uber Eats driver showed up, handed him some sushi, and then he juked out the goalie. He was like, "Oh, this is good. Thank you." Contactless delivery.
Yes.
All right.
Kyle Wilson for 5. A little more serious. Had to get tested for COVID today.
Ooh.
I've had a bad cough for a few days now. Praying for some good news. At least the Kraken uniforms are dope.
Kraken
I
uniforms
hope you're
are dope.
feeling good. I mean,
Release the Philip McCrackens. That ball just curved inside the foul pole, and that's a home run.
ooh,
Wow.
another home run for the
Hit
Mets.
the foul pole. Bryce. No. Bryce is the pitcher. Who was that? J.D. Davis? I think it was.
The Red Sox.
J.D. Davis. First
We
home
wish
run
we
of the
were
year.
Mets.
Wow. All right. Nick Shannon. Oh, well, I hope, Kyle, that test is negative. Just like every test. There's no test that you ever want it to be positive, right?
How about a love test?
I'm just saying.
Positive in love.
There's no test you ever want to have positive. HIV test? Nope. Pregnancy test? Nope.
Well, there are some fools who want to get pregnant. I'm like,
I
you
don't know.
poor bastards.
No. Everybody's reaction to a pregnancy test is okay. Anyways, Nick Shannon, Indians up 3-0 on the Chi Sox after one. Already took the first game, sweeping the doubleheader. That would be huge to start out the gate, 4-1 in the AL Central, given the dogfight with Minnesota. Indians looking good, man. Indians, a lot of people have taken the Indians to do something this year. And then they'll be renamed Cleveland Spiders during the extended playoffs. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Jared Froman. The Reds are the biggest cock tease in the MLB. They were hyped in the preseason, 1-2 versus Detroit at home. Lost to the Cubs yesterday, barely 1-3. Well, they cut Derek Dietrich. And
I thought they were going to win last night. I mean, Cubs nearly blew a 7-0 lead.
well,
Craig Kimbrell looks like shit.
Yeah, well, oh God. Kimbrell
Like he
is
couldn't even.
done.
He's not even throwing straight. He couldn't even give up home runs. Like he's just like wild.
Kimbrell, what, in 2018 was elite. With
Well, in the 2018 playoffs, he looked pretty rough though. He was struggling.
No, what year was he where he was just lights out?
Like 2015, 2016.
15, yeah. He was ridiculous. And now he's ridiculously bad. It's terrible.
Cubs are beating the Reds now 5-2.
So they're going to be 1-4 possibly. And against, I mean,
Shit.
you can't lose a series against Detroit when 3 games is how much of the season? 0.2% or something like that.
Like 2.5, yeah.
Yeah. No, 3 games is 3%. More than 3%. Hold on.
Well, 3 games times 6, you're looking at 5%.
No, 3 divided by 60, you asshole. Yeah, that's 0.05. That's 5% of the season right there.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh. 3 losses is 5% of the season. Holy shit. This season is going to be so short.
So short.
It's going to be shorter than your dick.
Shorter than your dick.
And more and harder too. Beast to Metal 1989, way shorter. The NWS should contact Warner and Brendan Small to license the name Scrambles the Death Dealer for that hurricane coming to Florida. Yes. It's going to be a real life Sharknado, like airborne COVID. Like literally people with COVID are going to be tossed into the air at other people. Maybe Small can even announce it in his Nathan Explosion voice. Do you know what Brendan Small sounds like Is he an
No.
announcer? Like, is he like Dave Mishkin? I love it when Mishkin is calling a Tampa game and he just goes nuts. Because he sounds normal, right? He's like, pass to the outside, pass to the wing, pull out, and he goes, it's going to go! Like, he can barely talk. All right, sorry. Dodger of Zion gave us $65, gave us all the money that we gave her back, and just basically just, it's a circle of love with Dodger. It's a circle jerk of love. Uh-huh. All right, you read Kyle Wilson.
Kyle Wilson for 5. Who is a bigger embarrassment, the Miami Marlins or the Washington football team? It has to be the Washington football team.
The football team for sure.
I mean, if Loria were still owner, I'd consider it, but it's the Washington football team.
Yeah, nobody's trying to contract COVID. I mean, maybe they were negligent in how they were handling it, but they're also in the hottest spot for COVID, maybe in the world right now, honestly. Like, there's just so much COVID in Florida. Washington has brought this upon themselves time and time again.
Oh, yeah.
Time and time again. Dawson Wright says, with the new rules, I doubt anyone on the Dodgers hit someone on the Astros on purpose. Yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting for that series. That'll be great. Uh-huh. Keep her going.
Yep, let's go. Beast Amount 1989. The scientific process is being fucked by Big Pharma and the mainstream media. Otherwise, you'd be hearing about statins and ACE inhibitors as potential treatments for the virus.
Yep. Okay, so I watched, if anybody watches Wendover Productions, basically they're proposing sewage testing, like they can test for coronavirus in people's shit, basically. And wouldn't it be convenient if you were LabCorp or Quest to just dump a bunch of COVID into a system, be like, oh, we got to test everyone here. Yep.
It apparently is spread by fecal matter.
Ooh. So all you scatophages out there, you've got the COVID. Rubbing those hot Cleveland steamers all over yourselves. Yep.
Yeah,
Anyways.
that we are instant demonetized there.
So you can spread. I didn't know that COVID is spread. So we're catching it on toilet seats. Like, literally, I'm not crazy for never wanting to shit in public.
It'll get on your skin, but you have to put it on. You have to spread it to your
right. So you have to wipe your ass.
So it might be your butthole.
Right.
It could be your eyes or your nose.
So if you take one thumb and put it in your ass and one thumb in your mouth, and then you just play switch, you probably have COVID, right? If you're just doing this number right here. That's how I look when I'm running at the gym. I'm just like, one thumb in, one thumb out. All right, keep reading.
Let's go for Sean Pinkerton. Patrick Mahomes is part owner of the Royals. Kind of don't know what to say about that. What about you guys? Cheers, fellas.
I want to know if I think it is Pat Mahomes Jr., right? The quarterback, not the pitcher.
Yeah, the quarterback, not the pitcher.
Well, it makes sense. You can buy like a chunk of a team. You can get an ownership stake for, investing.
Yeah, like Aaron Rodgers is invested in the Bucks. Like a couple other athletes have small investments in other teams. Some to like diversify their portfolio.
It's a good investment if someone will give it to you. Every sports franchise grows in value exponentially. Like, even the shitty fucking Sacramento Kings are worth, because even if they're terrible in the market, if you buy them and move them, they'll instantly, their value goes up.
Yeah, it's weird like that. It's like, oh, we're gonna move to Los Angeles, and they suddenly get massive value increases, even though nobody goes to their games.
No, the valuations of sports franchises are insane, and they're not inflated. Like, they're not like tech companies that they say, oh yeah, this company's valued at $1 billion. No, when they value a franchise like, say, the Cowboys at $5 billion or whatever they say it is, it's worth that much for sure.
Mm-hmm. And the Brewers just tied it up again. That's great. Tied it to whammy. Oh well. Jared Brussel for 10. Tree, the Pens just got busted with 10 skaters on the ice. How are they doing? I think it was like 10, and then the Flyers had like 7 or some shit. I don't know how you get stuck with 10 skaters. Thank
Those
God.
line changes, the timing is off.
Mm-hmm. It's like, how many? It's like, who do you charge with the penalty? It's like, that's too many men. There's like 25 dudes on the
what
ice.
Do you call that? Entire team on the ice. That's 50% of the
What happens
roster.
if you have like a bunch of guys in the penalty box? How do you socially distance?
You just sit on each other's laps.
A 5-minute major for social distancing.
For lack of
Too
social,
much,
yeah.
man.
Too much, man. Hey, Shorzy, give your balls a tug.
Official Gazricklin for 5. By the way, hope you two enjoy the subs for Dodgers Twitch that I got you last week.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
brother.
you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it so much. Now we can unleash cool
we can use that.
emojis.
Cow emojis, I
Yeah.
think it is.
Yeah, cow emojis. We can give 1-cent bits now. Oh, wow. What-
Cubs home run 6-2. Cubs.
Oh, what
David
the
Bodie.
fuck was that? That was terrible. McNeil. Gosh, McNeil has not looked good at third base.
There have been a lot of guys looking rough. Like Yelich has been pretty bad as of late.
In defense,
But McNeil,
outfield,
I think, is like he's a second baseman by
he's a
trade.
second baseman, and he's over there at third. He made a great pick, and then Alonso didn't scoop it. Yeah, I mean that in between hop is the worst hop in baseball. But yeah, Alonso fucked that up. He should have gone at it. But you got to get it there on the line, man. Don't follow up a great. I had a coach. He would tell me, don't follow up a great play with a horrible throw, and it stuck with me. And I would do both.
That's another side effect of.
I would not make a
long play off in the
Right.
short spring training. You're gonna get a lot of like,
Mhm.
COVID issues or like,
Yeah,
like
COVID.
defensive issues, lapses, bad plays. Which I don't know how you can make it legit though, because everyone's still trying to get back in the game form. People are afraid of the virus.
I like this next one. Did you read The Simpsons since 90?
No, I've not.
All right. 2 teams to drop The Simpsons since 90 for $4.99. 2 teams had to drop out of the MLS is back, turning Dallas and Nashville. So the Marlins getting yeeted is it's very possible that the Marlins are deleted from the season.
Oh yeah, and I do a congrats Marlins where they immediately are just thrown out of the season. It's like, wow.
Congrats, Marlins. You are not allowed to play the rest of the season.
Good job.
Now, I like this from Paul Weinstein, Paul Feinstein, who's talking shit over an exhibition game. Paul Feinstein for 2. Hey, FPV, Rag's going to lose to my Isles. Tree, F the Pens. Damn.
Those are some sick burns, man.
I did just upload, guys. It's called scheduling. Bam. So you guys watch that. Watch the whole 10-minute video. And then come back here and then watch it again and then leave it on so that I get double the amount of views because I'm a view whore. I will fucking.
We're all view
I'll
whores.
do anything for a Snapchat. I'll put 2 plungers on one on my right pectoral and one on the left, and I'll look like fucking Madonna from Vogue. Come on, Vogue. Let your body move to the music. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry, I was getting carried away. All right, keep reading.
Right.
Ryan Ferrier.
The reason why the Pacific Northwest has lots of hot-looking women is the crazy hot matrix. Hot-looking, yes, but so crazy she'll end up in jail one way or another. That is true.
That's true. Because when I went out in Portland with my buddy Abe, and he knew the DJ, and the DJ was like embattled in. How does the DJ get laid in a strip club? Like, come on. Like, it's the equivalent of being a carnival operator. You know, especially
you
now.
can find hey, I got the hot tracks and I got something hot below my pants.
Yeah. The DJ is usually a good connect for cocaine, and that's the easiest way to get a stripper in bed. You know how to pick up a stripper? You just lean close to her and say, how much blow will it take for me to fuck you? And that's pretty much how it works. Salvatore, is there a more annoying dude than middle urinal guy? Yeah. Come on. You don't need to. No. The most annoying dude is the guy that when there's 8 urinals and I post left as far left as I can, and he posts in the one next to me.
Yes.
So usually what I do to stop that is I just grab his dick.
You fucking asshole.
I'm just like, I gotta shut this. He's obviously wants me to, so I'll oblige. Max 871. What about the Flutie college football game? Was that something we were talking about earlier when Flutie had that miracle?
Oh, it's like they're talking like college football games, like that Flutie Maximum Football. I think it's like a sim game.
Yes. That's the problem. The only problem with sim games is they're so realistic and the sim community just jacks over them. But as far as a mass appeal, not many people like sim.
It's a niche. It's niche.
Yes, it's very niche.
I mean, I enjoy them, but I mean, it's something that a lot of people aren't going to like because it's very spreadsheety. Well, I mean, if you're not into numbers and stats,
yeah,
like
it's like
just
out of the park baseball, right?
Then you're not going to like it.
Yeah, but the sim game, when it's done really well, like 2K, 2K5 or 2K8, like it's amazing. Like you can create these alternative worlds and universes, you know?
Yeah, and then you get Madden, and it's dog shit.
Madden is.
Oh, no, we're going to get like Snoop Dogg in Madden now, apparently.
Oh, well, he was in NHL 20. He was announcing games.
Yeah. ESPN NFL 2K5 had that too, but it was like an extra perk that you didn't have to play.
When Snoop comes in the booth and he's obviously high because he's Snoop. He's just like, oh shit, man, you telling me that he can fight him? And you're like, yes, Snoop. It was like us teaching KTO hockey. Like, all right, Snoop, there's a blue line here, and those players cannot go in without the puck. And he's like, oh, okay. Damn, it's like you got to have the password. That is the worst.
Snoop will do anything that pays him money.
Oh, yeah. Snoop is like Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal and Snoop should just come out with an album just called We Did This for All the Money.
Pretty much. Like, they just have comedy. It's just like, here's a bag of money. Mm-hmm. Have fun.
Beast of Metal 1989, pronunciation I equals I. Or is that a lowercase L? The Reds do look bad, Dawson. I'm sorry.
Right. That's why I'm not confident on them. Because like last year, I expected them to do better, and they were not that good.
No.
They were just like, really, you should have done better than this. And you're just like, what the fuck?
You can do better. You can do better.
David Bell's a punk, though. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't worry, Reds fan, because you're playing against the Cubs bullpen right now, so you have a very good chance of winning yet.
True.
6-3. The Reds just hit a home run.
Oh, the Reds are up now.
No. I think it's like 6-3 Cubs.
It's 6-3 Cubs.
Oh, the Reds are. Who's playing the Cubs?
The Reds.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, man. There's Jesse for 5. There were no goal horns in the Philadelphia Pitt game today. Feels bad, man. They need to bring them back at least in the qualifying round. I don't know. I thought I heard like goal horns for like the second goal and the overtime goal. It's just weird hearing both horns.
We got to have it in the playoffs, right? Like if I don't hear the slap shot after the Rangers score, I won't know what to do with myself. Whoa. Is that ball? That ball was fair. Oh, that was the cheapest hit I've ever seen. And Bobby Cano looks like he's carrying a piano on his back running down first. And he beat out an infield hit that rolled in the little triangle in front of the plate, and the catcher fell on it. That's the fucking most pathetic hit I've ever seen. Holy shit. Oh, I think that'll be an error. I think it'll be an error. Yeah, he overshot it. It's pathetic. Anyways, the Red Sox are bad at baseball now.
Nobody gives a fuck, though, because fuck Boston. Sad Frisbee. Worst offseason move. Rams rebranding or the Washington football team?
The Rams chose to do that. Washington got
forced and had a pissy fit and decided, we're going to call them the Washington football team.
The only thing that could have made the Rams rebranding worse is if they did something offensive with it, Called them
instead of Rams, it's like two dudes banging each other and they call themselves the Rams.
Or the LA Bangers.
Pride.
Right. If they name themselves
I swear.
Like
it's LGBT inclusive.
Right. Salvatore, I like this. Best rapper in pro sports is Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley can play basketball. Cole Beasley can rap. And Cole Beasley.
I thought Greg Olson was pretty good at rap.
Greg Olson. Oh, G-Reg. And I drop my drawers and I see my third leg. Yeah. Who's that G-Reg? Yeah, they had a 8th floor mafia or something when he was at UNC. Something. G-Reg. Yep.
I thought Greg Olson went to Miami.
He did go to Miami. That's right. I thought I got that wrong. He was a Panther. Sorry. Salmon Boy 27 watching the Twins Cardinals game. Bomb Squad up 3-0 on the hunt for some more. Let's check some scores right now while you read these last 3.
Yeah, buddy. I just turned on Montreal and Toronto.
Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cubs are leading 6-3, which you told me about. Blue Jays already beat the Natties. Indians beat the White Sox. Read the snappers, and I'll go through these scores.
Salmon Boy 27. Watching the Twins Cardinals game, Bomba Squad up 3-0 and on the hunt for more. That's
I just read that. Okay, but whatever. Mm-hmm.
M. Dame 87. New Orleans could have an new NWSL team, the Olympique Orléans FC, coming soon. Women's soccer league team, not bad.
Ooh, I support women's soccer. I support nurses too.
Everybody supports everything that's popular, son.
Mm-hmm.
But support
my go-to though preference is female softball players. Come on.
Softball, volleyball. They got some
female
nice
volleyball players, but they're all too tall for me. You know, I'm just like
nothing wrong with that.
I'm only 5'10" ish.
It's got to bend over.
10, 11.
That's all they got to do.
Mm-hmm. All right.
With that, let's go Jared Froman for 5. Let's add the White Sox to the MLB underachieving list. They suck.
Ooh, they are pretty sucking right now. They are losing to the Indians on the back half. They've already dropped one. They're losing pretty bad. 5. So the Rays are playing great baseball. They are tearing into the Braves. Brewers and Pirates tied at 2. Royal Tigers might be 3-1 at the end of the day. Marlins and Orioles, what happened there? Why does it say postponed? Was it raining in Florida? I thought they have a roof. What's going on there?
Might be prepping for
Mets
the
are up on the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Twins.
there was a hurricane in Florida. That's right. Probably why.
Yeah, they had to evacuate.
Yeah.
Beast of Metal, 1989. I definitely heard both goal horns and songs today, but they were quiet. I bet the horns for the Leafs and Oilers will be full blast, though. Probably, because it's their arena.
Probably.
And they have that on loop.
Oh, yeah. Well, they probably have the Toronto one on full blast, and the Edmonton one's probably like... Oh, wait. Sorry, they're playing Montreal. My bad.
All right. Read Sean Cucaro.
Mm-hmm. Sean Cucaro. I don't know. Let's go for 5. What did you guys think about the Mets this past weekend? By the way, keep up the great work. You both are my favorite YouTubers right now.
Thank you so much. You're my favorite.
I love the part where Ed Luis Diaz did his thing.
You know what, though? The thing is, he threw that same pitch to Albies or whatever, or I forget the guy's name that hit the home run because I'm a stoner. He threw that same pitch to him when he converted the save, and he threw it exactly where he wanted it. That was bad scouting by him and Ramos. That you don't Osuna, that's right. Thank you, Dawson. You don't throw the same pitch to a guy that you've seen before. That's how hits happen, is because you get enough reps and you see the guy enough times. And yes, it was proper execution. He put it where he wanted to, but that was bad strategy. Edwin Diaz, his best pitch is that fastball up and in, and he didn't go with it in that situation. He was afraid to. Did that score a run? I think so. Did that get a run home? It was 1st and 3rd. No, they held him. Sorry.
They held him at 3rd.
Yep. Irvin Alvarado. I only know that because I used to have an employee named Alvarado. That's why I didn't mess that up. MLS may have better luck finishing their season when they resume on the 22nd after the tournament. Like other soccer leagues, social distance can be managed. However, the New York Red Bulls season is pitiful. New York Red Bulls are always pretty bad. You know what? Maybe the MLB should have done like a preseason tournament and then let the Marlins get the Rona, and maybe we wouldn't be in this situation, right?
Maybe
they should. Yeah,
I think it's official that the Marlins are now the Cleveland Browns of the MLB. Or no, the Washington football team of the MLB. Just how poorly run they are now. Like how? Oh,
I
think this was more just a dude going out for a good time or a group. Of people
I just
going out for a good time.
my problem is like they like I said earlier, they're friends. They want to be around each other. They're gonna hug and dap up and touch butts and
if you're in a locker room, you do the good game. You slap the ass.
Yep,
no,
that's right.
they knew
slap
that.
a naked ass.
No, they I forget what day it was. Either it was Saturday or Sunday. That I think 3 other players. They found out 3 other players had Rona, and instead of telling MLB, they decided to put on a team vote.
Oh yeah. They went on like a Discord server and like hashed it out, and they're like, "Let's go ahead and play," and they're like, "Fuck it,
let's vote on. Let's see if we want to play." It's like, yeah, we'll play. Like, wait, we're not gonna tell Manfred about this. Like, have you actually talked to the man?
Yeah.
It's like,
Kevin Von Michael Magnum, who's talking, says for $20 says, so what's the forecast for sports getting back to normal, possibly in late 2020 or early 2021? I just don't see sports being normal for 2 more years, absent of a vaccine.
Even then, no safety. I mean, you got to be careful.
If there's no vaccine,
they'll take it easier before, and they'll gradually lift it up, hopefully.
Maybe.
They're not just going to be like, oh, everybody be fine, and then it's like...
Yeah. Yeah,
We're going to do it very, very slowly and cautiously, and it's all going to be fucking annoying.
I could see some scenario. I was actually thinking about this in my car where I'm telling a grandkid or a young child, like, haha, you don't remember what it was like when we couldn't do anything. Like, there's going to be an era of children, much like us who lived through 9/11, who have to be like, yeah, that was like the worst fucking day. Like, where you'd be like, where were you when you found out there was COVID? In my house. Like, where the fuck else would I be?
I was sitting on the computer and watching, like, oh my god, the season got canceled.
Yeah, I was sitting on the computer. I had to pause my porn because
yes. Where were you when you learned about the pandemic?
I was watching a Kendra Lust video. Anyways,
I was watching some incest porn.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks up. No,
it died in that muggy air.
Yeah,
Paul Feinstein for $5. Thank you, Paul. I think we need to pick play-in games because we are a-holes. I like I said, it's so unpredictable. I don't want to pick the NHL. I don't want to do a bracket until it's actual bracket time, 16 teams, because it's just it's impossible.
Play-in games.
Like, yeah, Montreal could beat Pittsburgh, and then it'd be just completely.
Plus they still have the round robin, so you don't know who's playing who.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
So they're doing the top 4 for seed.
I'm not confident. Like, if I go out and say, oh, Pittsburgh's going to beat Montreal, and then it happens, I'm on Old Takes Exposed for the rest of my life.
And Toronto just scored a goal. It's 2-0. But it's a scrimmage, so.
Yep. All right, Omega Black.
Omega Black for good old 2020.
Ooh, the worst number possible.
Yes, 2020 sucks. The whole world sucks. But it can always be worse. 2021 will be the year Yellowstone erupts. It's heading that way.
What happens when there's... What happens when the
Yellowstone erupts? We're fucked.
Oh, yeah.
We could have Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. I just love how everyone's like, oh, I'm waiting for the new year before Christmas now. But like, do you honestly think that the world's going to be magically better when the clock turns midnight for January 1st, 2021?
No.
No.
I just have to say...
And people are saying like 2020 sucks. 2019 was pretty rough too. It just all happened behind the scenes.
Boba Fett's mom, kind of a smoke show, by the way.
Like I told you, whenever the Titans make the playoffs and go on big runs, the world will fucking suffer for it.
Well, that's what we got. Thank you. MRE, which stands for Meals Ready to Eat, or is it Mr. E? Here's an idea, Wichita Marlins. Yeah, send them out in the middle of the fucking Kansas desert. And have you ever been to Kansas? No, Tree, you're not well traveled, are you?
I've never been to Kansas.
I drove one time from Kansas City to Oklahoma City. Dear God, why does Kansas exist?
Probably just pure flat.
It was flatter
Flat
than
and
an
long.
80s model. Like, you remember when like a hot girl in the 80s was just flat on both sides and with like a big nose. Like, go watch
That's not
the
even
Aha.
hot to me, dude. That's like a stick.
Yeah, that was hot in the 80s. Now it's all thickness and big booties and, you know, dong dong da dong.
Now it's like apparently beauty is subjective, and now there's all this weird shit that's
Yeah,
considered
you
hot.
can be a large tub and be hot.
Like 400 pounds. Congratulations,
Mm-hmm.
you're a hot model.
Right. Never mind that it's
Oh, but that's
unhealthy.
holiday. That's apparently a big thing now.
Yeah.
You can do anything with your 400 pounds.
You can just
Even, except
if you
when you're
accept
35, get
yourself,
on.
if you accept yourself, other people will too, right?
Not really, though.
No.
No,
'Cause humans
that's
are
not how the
shallow.
world works.
Yeah, humans are terrible. Like people say
pieces of
kids are
shit.
terrible, human beings are terrible. Right?
Yeah.
Human beings are awful. It's not just kids. Oh, excuse me. Not just kids that are brutal. We're brutal. We're assholes.
Adults hide it and then do
Yes.
it passive
Yeah,
aggressive.
we send it via a passive aggressive email to the IT department. If I could, if it wasn't for the incompetence of other departments, never like I always loved that when I worked in a corporation, like indirect, but obviously direct criticism of other people without naming them. I'd be like, fuck you, just don't be a bitch and just name who you think is fucking up. Okay.
They won't, though.
It was usually me. So no, it was never me. I was always in charge.
Well, the only time you get shamed
Mm-hmm.
is if you say some shit 6 years ago on Twitter.
Of course, if you use the
If you do
N-word,
shit in real life, you're
Right.
not going to be shamed.
if you use the N-word that was in a song and you are not black, you are in trouble. Mhm. I like how I had to whisper that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Jared the Cat 88, and we are demonetized. Kansas exists to make everyone wonder why would this exist? The only other thing about Kansas, the only other time I question an environment is when I go to Arizona, like the time I went there in like August. Devers hits it deep and off the wall. I'm just like, why would anyone live in Arizona for any reason? I guess if you go there in like February, the weather in Arizona is amazing. But if you go in Arizona and walk to your car from the parking lot or walk inside a hotel from your parking lot, maybe a 50-foot, 60-foot walk in the direct sun, you will wish you were dead. Mm-hmm. You just be like, I am being irradiated like I am in a nuclear test site right now. Mm-hmm.
jeez.
I just don't get it. But in Arizona, lots of hotties. Lots of attractive women and hottie too in Arizona as well. All right, some late snappers coming. Commander CQC. I have no smart remark to say here for $10. I'll save that for FPV's DMs. Yeah, because I get those. Enjoy some beer money. I'm not sure who needs it more since one's a Mets fan and the other's a Pirates fan. Thank you.
I really stopped caring about
You're
the Pirates.
welcome.
I'm just laughing at them losing.
But
I
there's
laughed for
hope,
about a minute when they blew that lead.
Hope springs eternal. You didn't get the Amazon Prime $50 subscription for the season? You don't want to watch every minute of this agonizing Pirates season?
Fuck no, man. I can
That
watch
was
it on the general local cable.
I'll say that was a bargain though. For $50, you get to watch you only get your home team or whatever, but for $100 you get
stupid. I'd rather watch it for like the whole all of baseball.
well for $100 you get your whole team if you want. If you have Raycon dollars, damn. Okay. If you have Raycon dollars, you can spend that and get the entire MLB if you wanted. How is the NHL doing their broadcast? Can I buy like an NHL.com membership and watch
I
all
agree
the
with
Rangers
that.
games? No, but it's really the playoffs, so yeah.
So a lot of games will be broadcast, but they'll be on like random channels.
Yep. Sean Pinkerton, I just watched 5 Points Vids. Thank you for taking time out of this stream to go watch my vid and then come back. That I appreciate that. I'm betting the Lions. Right. I'm betting the Lions over the butt fumble and will cover the spread. Vegas definitely will own the Super Bowl. Good vid, 5 points. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck this pitcher is for the Pirates. I don't know who Del Pozo is.
Del Pozo?
I've never heard of him.
There are so many mercenaries coming in and out, like minor leaguers and shit, because like
Yeah.
you have situations where like Fultonevich gets shelled in his one start, or like the Mets, there's no way that they're going to stick with Porcello.
Apparently, this guy played in LA and had a 10.61 ERA last year. Jesus Christ.
He
the Pirates are
started?
so good.
Or he's middle relieving.
Yeah, he's a middle reliever.
There's
And
gonna
the
be
base
so-
runner
okay.
with nobody else.
Think about the I see Dawson Wright's laughing at you. Think about the Marlins. If they bring in 19 replacement players and they just call up some poor minor leaguer who should be in single A, and he's just fucking throwing.
Yeah, like the Marlins
major
guy, like
league
they called up
innings.
a dude who was an A ball. It's like,
Right.
okay.
They already got Garrett Cooper out there. You know, like it's already tough on them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul Feinstein, gun to head. Will MLB shut down or make it to playoffs? They're definitely making it to the playoffs. If half a
They'll
team
go
goes down, yeah.
Yeah, this dude can't throw strikes.
Yep. And Peterson made it 5 2/3 innings in his major league debut. Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, gun to head. MLB is making it to the playoffs. They are saying
Well,
COVID
I
be
mean,
damned.
most teams are going to bull rush. NFL will bull rush. I mean, a bunch of players are going to opt out, and it'll be a hollow shell of what it is, but people will bull rush.
Dude, Chris Conte is going to get reps. Reed Doughty is going to play this year in the NFL. Like all these opt-outs, there's just some next man up. There's some fucking guy that didn't get drafted and is like,
Dudes
I
who
will
were in the
take
XFL
that.
and the AAF.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tons of AAF players. If they could field an entire league of has-beens, they will find plenty of guys.
If we can get PJ Walker starting football games again, that's all that matters.
It's like you at a glory hole. Someone
Actually,
will fill that hole.
You know what? Trent Richardson. They're bringing him
They'll
back.
bring Trent T-Rich. Okay.
He'll got like 2-yard rushes from the goal line like he did in Birmingham.
They'll put Johnny Manziel at edge rusher. Mhm.
Johnny
Tim
Manziel.
Tebow might get a look.
No, Tim Tebow's still believing in the baseball dream.
Phil Michaels for California or Canadian 5. The Detroit Lions have killed more legends than Randy Orton. Somebody please save Stafford. Stafford is a decent quarterback. He's just
Oh,
he's
boy.
in Detroit. He's in Detroit.
He's more of a stat guy, but he's the best quarterback they've had.
Yeah.
I mean, and people say Bobby Lane.
If he was in some other place other than Detroit, possibly maybe in Dallas, people would talk about him as even better than Patrick Mahomes, something like that.
Well,
Or-
because it's Dallas. Dallas overrates everyone.
and they walked.
They want to
Del
give
Pozo
Dak
just
Prescott $40 million.
And
Uh-huh.
the Brewers are at
Del Pozo.
That's right. I don't even know who Del Pozo is.
Yeah.
I'm just like, who the fuck is
Dawson
this?
Wright clearly.
just
does.
some random dude from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and the problem is, like, most of the guys on the roster, like, I was looking up, I don't even know who these are. Like, I don't know who Phillip Evans is. He's our starting third baseman, apparently. I don't know. J.R. Murphy, like the old Ranger guy. Guillermo Heredia.
That's how you know it's going to be a rough year when you
totally-
don't. Yeah, when you don't know who
I
these
follow
people are.
baseball. I don't even know who the fuck these guys are. Like, Robbie Erlin. Like, he was like an old Padres pitcher who sucks now. Like,
This is your team too. It's not like it's
I
not
don't
like
even know.
you're
Like, I
running
know
through
who
the
Chase
D-backs
Utley is because I was
roster.
following him in AAA. But most of these guys are like, who the fuck are these guys? I don't
They're all
even know.
call-ups
Double A,
and
possibly,
have-beens.
because
Not even that, dude. They'll probably call up other.
Single A.
Like our
call
best
up-
hitter right now. Oh wait, Phillip Evans is apparently one of our best hitters. Our best hitter right now is Colin Moran.
Hmm.
That is fucking
What a
depressing.
Moran. Huh? All right, I like this one. Salvatore says Winifred Fernandez, volleyball goddess. Check her out. I don't need to check. You don't need to tell me who Winifred Fernandez is. I know who she's
Probably
she's like Allison Stokey or whatever. You know, the chick just kind of
Dominican?
laying down after she missed a bad set or something, and she has a booty that refuses to quit. Mm-hmm. All right, you read this last one, and then we can wrap up the show.
She got meat and cushion for the pushing. Let's go for final flash for 5. Tree is a coronavirus groom. I agreed 100% with your riots rant video. So tired of the bullshit. I'm late, but fantastic and spot on rant.
Man, it just had to be done. I mean, if I didn't say anything, people would bitch. If I said a different thing, people would bitch. It's like
You
there's
can't
no
win.
way.
You can't win.
And the problem is, like, and then I'm getting bitched at for apparently, being ignorant and not giving a shit about the play. So guess what?
You know what the alternative though?
Grand Slam.
No, it wasn't.
Not Grand Slam. It's double.
You know what the alternative to getting bitched at is? Being completely ignored and irrelevant. So I'll take the bitching.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I mean, I knew that was coming.
This is the price of. It's kind of like someone that gets. I'm not comparing. I'm not saying that we're famous at all. Don't ever say that. But it's kind of like someone saying that, oh, I hate being famous. Well, if you post shit on Twitter, expect to get some flashbacks.
Well, the problem is, like, everyone throws their opinions and then they get shit thrown on them and they're like, "Oh my god, stop harassing me!"
Yeah.
It's
well,
like,
you can't do something.
What do you expect? You're a public figure. You're gonna get shit on no matter what.
Right. Well, don't post inflammatory remarks and expect people not to be inflamed.
I'm sorry, people are gonna get pissed no matter what. You're a public figure.
Right. Unless you're preaching love. Well, dude, they Jesus preached nothing but love and peace, and he got nailed to a fucking cross. Okay, like that's the world. The guy who's
Gandhi preached nothing but love, and he got the shit kicked out.
Right. Buddha apparently had many.
Same thing. You want to go? Fuck you! We're gonna beat the shit out of you.
Right. Buddha had many assassination attempts on his life. Muhammad, people were after Muhammad.
The Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama gets death threats. The Pope has been shot multiple times. Like, that's how human beings are. We're the scum of the earth, yet somehow we're in charge of this place. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And still
cockroaches will rule the world one day. Don't worry.
Well, probably next week.
Here is Miguel Del Pozo's statistics for now.
Could hope.
1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 14 pitches, 4 strikes, ERA infinite.
No outs.
Oh boy.
What a goddamn
ERA.
Oh my!
Fucking scrub.
That ERA is like the U.S. jet clock. It just keeps going and going.
They might get another run here. Lorenzo Cain with runners on first and second, nobody out.
I remember when I was a kid when the dead clock hit 1 billion.
Also, quick score update. Javier Baez says hello to Jared Lorenzen for 2 runs. 8-3.
So below this, we're gonna laugh at you hysterically. That's
Jared Lorenzen.
Isn't Jared Lorenzen dead?
Yeah, he passed away.
No, he plays for the Reds, so he might as well be dead.
There's another Jared Lorenzen. Oh wow, the Cubs are beating up on the Reds. Thank you.
Oh, you're thinking of the hefty lefty.
Hefty lefty, buddy. Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The other Lorenzen, the one that plays stickball.
Mike Lorenzen.
Mike Lorenzen.
Okay.
I cannot wait until the Reds.
And they walk somebody.
Is it the Indians? Hold on.
Yep. He's already getting pulled. ERA infinite. What?
ERA infinite.
Yep. Final stats.
They could always ask Adolf Hitler from Inglourious Bastards what his ERA is, and you just play the repeat of 9999999.
That actor, what's the actor's name? He also was in Django Unchained. Christopher.
Shit! I know what
German.
you're talking about.
He's German in real life.
Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz.
Brilliant actor. Him and Paul Dana, probably 2 of my favorite actors. I really enjoy Paul Dana. He's him in Little Miss Sunshine is one of the most underrated performances ever. Anyways. All right, did we read everything?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Dodge, you gave us $65. You've been hiding this whole time. Where are you?
I'm here. I've just been entertaining people on my island while watching you guys.
What's up? Do you have anything you want to promote or plug?
Well, I will be streaming again tomorrow. I had to cut it off today because of, surprises in Animal Crossing, and also because I just want to congratulate my friend Nash Bazard. He has been hosting his show Radio Dead Air for 20 years as of tonight.
Wow.
He's been doing his. He started it on Winamp Shoutcast, and he's still going strong today. So
That's awesome.
So,
That is awesome.
Congratulations to him for 20 years. I'm modding his chat and watching this while listening to you guys and then doing this. I've been multitasking all night, so. But I will be back to my usual bullshit tomorrow night, and we'll have a very late afterburn tomorrow at 7 p.m. We'll be back to the Jackbox, and hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Put your link in the chat if you wish. And
Yep.
Peanut Gallery or Dumpster Fire Warmers, do you have anything to say here?
No, sir. Just got a hockey vid coming out in the next few days.
In a week from now, we will have some hockey to report on. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. All right.
And I also put Nash's link in there as well because he's actually on the air right now. So if you want to pop in the chat and congratulate him for 20 years, tell him I sent you.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming to the show. Thanks to the mods for doing your mod thing.
Hold on, the Pirates gotten out.
Oh, yes. Deposo. He deposed somebody. No, Deposo did not.
Oh, they got the runner third. Woo! We got 1 out, 2 outs.
JD Davis just got plunked.
So efficient. Although it was a line drive right to the center fielder. So.
Here comes the best in preschool baseball from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That radio guy, I didn't know.
Yinzer mode activate. You got an out. That's right, Philip.
They got
all right, guys.
out.
I'm gonna sign off.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out on 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this stream. Thank you so much.
Thank God.
Hey.
God.